Those soldiers love and defend our nation. How can you betray them?
I'm in danger.
Ciao all, Thomas here. Today we continue our journey into Avatar, Book 1. Now, we are on the Great Divide, and if you don't know, this is considered the worst episode of Avatar. For whatever reason, this one gets the most shit compared to like any other episode of the series. People are like, it's so simple. I hate that twist at the end. And like, yeah, looking at it, especially in terms of how Avatar handles all these other topics, the topics of prejudice here are pretty simple, pretty on par with what you'd see for like any animated children's media. However, I still think it is a good episode. Not amazing, but good. And I feel like it really just goes to show how high the bar is for Avatar's quality as a whole. Like, if this is considered garbage by Avatar standards, girl, this is everybody else's good day. Like, come on. I'm still excited. I think we will enjoy it. What I won't enjoy is the horrifying monsters that lie within, because they're fucking gross and terrifying. And yeah, I will say, whenever I look at maps for where they go every episode, like on the world map, I think this is the only episode where they end up going south instead of north. I do find that kind of interesting and also kind of funny considering this is the one everyone says is pointless. I could be wrong on that, but you know, I don't think that's a slight against it. I just find that really funny. Especially because, like, let's be real, in your head, you could just flip the directions and it'll be fine. I just really like how vast and diverse the Earth Kingdom is in terms of geography. Like last episode, we were basically in Proto Foreverfall and now we're in Canyon Land. There's also Desert Land. There's also Pretty Forest Land. There's Southern Seaside Land. There's Scary Mountain Land. There's a lot of different lands. Ooh, oh, those strings. Oh, those strings are delicious.
Cow. Chicken.
But what if it does rain?
What if it doesn't? Then I would have put the tarp up for nothing.
He did a better job setting up a tent than I would. I would fail at it. Look, I'm gay. I'm allowed to suck at these things. I do kind of like this little difference between them and their approaches that will set up the conflict later on in the episode. Is it simple? Yes. However, it works.
If you don't like my firewood,
Fine by me, if you're not gonna do your job.
okay.
I still think it's good characterization, and it makes sense for them. Sokka's practical and Katara's like, but let's worry about the future, even though it might not happen. Oh, that hits different in 2025. And then Aang playing mediator because he's the filthy avatar.
Why don't you just switch jobs?
Sounds good.
Whatever.
You see that? Settling feuds and making peace. All in a day's work for the Avatar.
There is a storm coming.
Pathological people pleaser. Okay, that's just mean, Appa. Stop bullying Momo.
Come on, Momo, that's fair. Appa's got 5 stomachs.
Yeah, I was thinking that it's interesting Appa gets the bigger half because, like, look at him. He needs it. Also, the comment of the 5 stomachs is terrifying. Doesn't Starfire and Teen Titans have 5 stomachs? Tamaranians, don't fuck with them.
I could just stare at it forever.
Okay, I've seen enough.
I'm about to beat this bitch up.
Hey, if you're looking for the canyon guide, I was here first.
Scott Menville! While I just mentioned Starfire and then Robin's voice actor just waltzes into the scene. I love being an accidental psychic. I really like the design though. I like the hair bun. I really like the gold robe with the little white wave on it. It's simple, but it's immaculate.
Is that your tribe?
It most certainly is not. That's the Zhang tribe, a bunch of low-life thieves. They've been the enemies of my tribe for 100 years.
I smell conflict. Oh my god, is that a platypus bear skin? That's horrifying. No, wait, no, it might be a hog monkey. Either way, I'm scared.
Where are the rest of the Ganjin? Still tidying up their campsite?
Yes, that's the ignorance I'd expect from a messy Zhang. So unorganized and ill-prepared for a journey.
Yeah, you can already see the conflict is pretty simple, but I don't think that's a bad thing.
Sorry about the wait, youngsters.
Hello, Mr. Tour Guide. I'm assuming all the tribes are like non-benders. You know, it's interesting. I keep forgetting how few benders there actually are in Avatar compared to Legend of Korra. Like in Korra, there are benders everywhere, whereas in this show, the most frequent are the firebenders because, you know, they're the enemy. So we got to have more of them to establish their presence. Meanwhile, you have a lot fewer water and earthbenders.
Maybe you Zhangs wouldn't have so many sick people if you weren't such slobs.
If you Ganjins weren't so clean, maybe you wouldn't live to be so old.
Okay, sir, that is classist and egregious. Who are you? Are you Team Ganjin or Team Zhang? I refuse to make a decision because I'm scared of offending anyone. Look, I'm working on it. Not Katara being like, Aang will step in and solve the problem. And Aang's like, excuse me, I would like to be excluded from this narrative, Katara. I'm not gonna lie, the Zhangs seem more cool to be with. They seem chill. The Ganjins are super uptight and annoying. Like, I get it. You're organized, you're clean, you're hygienic, but do you have to be an asshole about it?
All right, here's the deal. You're all going down together, and Appa here will fly your sick and elderly across. Does that seem fair?
I hope Appa doesn't get lost, though. Oh no, now I'm flashing forward to Appa's lost days, and now I'm sad. Anyway.
His job's gonna make us cross this whole thing on foot, isn't it?
Well, yes.
It's okay, Sokka. Just pretend you've lost your airship and or fast travel is disabled. Think of it as training for the middle of book 2.
No food allowed in the canyon. It attracts dangerous predators.
Foreshadowing as a narrative device.
I mean, that's a fair point. You can't eat if you're dead. Yeah, go ahead. Eat now, prepare for the journey, and then we'll walk through safely.
Appa's gonna take good care of you till we get there.
Why did I imagine Appa in like a little nurse outfit? He's like in the children's ward of the hospital and all the children play with him. And Appa's like, I don't really care, but you know.
Nice bending.
God, earthbending is so cool. I'll admit earthbending has always been my least favorite, but I think that's just because personally it's the one I connect with the least. Oh God, I'm a pushover.
Many of you are probably wondering how canyons are formed.
No.
Experts tell us this canyon was most likely carved into the ground by earth spirits who were angry at local farmers for not offering them a proper sacrifice.
Ooh, lore, fun. Earth spirits, interesting. I don't know, I like learning about this stuff because it makes the world feel more lived in without taking over. Ooh, those strings. I'm sorry, the music is so good in this fucking show.
These people are fleeing the Fire Nation, aren't they? Gotta make sure we can't be followed.
See, that is a smart explanation, but you know, it's also because we need higher stakes. Oh God, a canyon crawler, oh God.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my lord, it's like a cross between a spider, an alligator. Oh God, it's hideous. Go Katara! Her waterbending is really improving. I really appreciate like that you can see the subtleties of how her waterbending is improving as we go through book 1. Go ahead. Not the wind whip. Just like, get out of here, you nasty thing. Oh, great. As if we didn't have enough problems. Literally didn't waste a second. We literally got down here and then immediately death.
Without my arms, I got no bending. In other words,
we're trapped in this canyon.
Okay, which limbs of yours are broken? Do you have like one good arm? Maybe you could like use that to make us a ladder or something. Aang, do you have your Appa whistle on you? Please say yes.
it's the Zhangs. They took food down here even after the guide told them not to.
Look who's talking.
Okay, yeah, they both brought food, so fuck both of them. But the fact that the Ganjins just immediately blame the Zhangs, just pointing the finger when they know they brought shit. I am Team Zhang. I'm Team Zhang. I just am.
No bending. We need to get out of this canyon. I won't die down here. I won't become part of the food chain.
I believe he's developing canyon fever. It has a very similar effect to cactus juice syndrome. Is there a cure? I'm not sure.
Enough! I thought I could help you guys get along, but I guess that's not gonna happen.
Not Aang telling them both to go fuck themselves with a dramatic gust of wind and a dramatic leap to the top of the rock. Okay, but what happens if, like, the lines don't meet up or we get lost in this rocky labyrinth of death? I mean, I appreciate the visual metaphor, but, like, and then having Katara and Sokka side with each group, I like that. I really do. Again, simple, but it works. It functions. And I think it functions well. Is it groundbreaking? No, but, you know, not all of this show has to be.
So, you guys aren't gonna put up your tarps?
What for? It's the dry season.
Exactly!
See, the Zhangs are chill. I like the Zhangs. Imagine if they went with the opposite groups, they'd be losing their damn minds. Get away from me, you little frickin' freak scorpion. I'm sorry, I don't like scorpions. I don't. They're like spiders, but worse. Ugh, I always appreciate the use of color in the show. The blue nights and then the orange yellows of the flames. It really helps you feel warm and cozy on a chilly night.
You really think that tribe of thieves isn't smuggling food? Why should my people go hungry when the sneaky Zhangs are stuffing their faces?
You may be right, but the fact you made that assumption and then blamed them, you fuck. I have half a mind to slap you with your own beard, you wannabe Gandalf-looking ass.
I bet you would enjoy hearing some history.
Actually, no, I would not, but I feel like you're going to tell me anyway, and I can't really leave without getting mauled by a canyon spider, so go on, whatever the fuck. I do like seeing this story from, like, different perspectives, and I really like the different art styles that match the vibe of each tribe. Like, the Ganjin style is more, like, traditional anime, a little bit more realistic, a little bit more glamorous, and then the Ganjin one is all silly cartoony.
Fool of a Took! That coward Wei Jin knocked Jin Wei to the ground and stole our sacred orb.
Jin Wei and Wei Jin. No one questioned why their names were the inverse of each other for like thousands of years.
For 100 years.
Well, to be fair, I feel like we've learned recently that humans are idiots, so that tracks.
Look who's talking. Care for some meat? Would I?
The fact that Sokka is... Sokka don't give a fuck, he just wants food.
I know what you must be thinking. We're horrible for endangering everybody by bringing food down here.
Even the personalities of them, like the Ganjins are like, those filthy Zhangs brought food, so we brought it. Meanwhile, the Zhangs are just like, yeah, we know that, like, it's bad to bring food down here, but, like, you know, like, the Zhangs are willing to admit where they fuck up in places where the Ganjins are very accusatory. Are we sure that they're both equally bad?
Jin Wei collapsed on the ground. Noble Wei Jin stopped to help him.
Yeah, even the framing of this story. The Ganjins are like, this dude, I'm gonna mix up their names fucking constantly, but like, this dude was straight up evil. He fucked up our quest. Meanwhile, the Zhangs are like, we tried to be helpful, but then they blamed us. I think that's interesting. I think that's very interesting.
That's just terrible. You gonna finish that?
Sokka don't give a single fuck.
Sure would be nice to be around one of those campfires, telling stories and laughing.
It's lonely, isn't it? Being impartial.
The feeling of being a people pleaser. Although I will say sometimes being neutral isn't a good thing. Sometimes there's this thing called false neutrality. I do appreciate this message though. Like, you know, sometimes it is like this. Sometimes there's a false neutrality and it's not both sides. Sometimes it is both sides. It's a whole mess. Again, it's a simple lesson. I feel like the rest of Avatar evens this out at least. Evens this out. Is that a pun, considering we're in a canyon and we're dealing with divides? Shut up, self. You know, that wasn't a very arduous journey. All we had to do was walk in a straight line.
The Zhangs really wronged the Ganjins. They ambushed Jin Wei and stole the sacred orb.
What are you talking about?
No, literally, like, Katara is speaking as if, like, Aang would know who that is or what the sacred orb is. And I'm like, what's happening?
Wei Jin didn't steal the orb. He was returning it to their village gate and was wrongfully punished by the Ganjin.
Not punished enough, if you ask me.
Okay, I get it.
Sokka, I'm gonna be real. Don't act like you gave a shit. You didn't. You just wanted food. Which, fair. Me. Okay, don't you think that was a little dramatic of an entrance, Aang? Aang is such a drama queen. I love him. Why have we not tried calling Appa again? Surely he should have made it across the canyon by now if he's flying over it.
Why, you dirty thief!
You pompous fool!
Kill each other! Do violence. It will entertain me. Oh no, they actually are going to do violence. They listen to me instead of Aang. I'm sorry, Aang. I'm lying, I'm not.
Harsh words will never solve our problems.
Action will.
But not the action of saving ourselves, but the action of killing each other. Because that's what humans are best at.
Mama had a chicken. Mama had a cow. Dad was proud. He didn't care how.
I do also like the difference in their blades. The fact that the Zhangs used a curved blade and then the Ganjins are like just a straightforward sword. It's little things. Oh, they chopped off the beard before I could slap him with it. Oh, not the one-sided ponytail. Those are very hard to pull off. It takes a special soul. Oh, and this being how the reveal of the food happens.
Everyone smuggled food down here? Unbelievable!
The facial expressions in this episode are fucking wild, man. It's so goofy. I love it so much.
Is that egg custard in that tart?
Me when I see pizza. And then the canyon crawlers are ants. That's the one thing about spring and summer coming. I'm gonna have to deal with bugs again. Ugh. The one good thing about winter is that all the bugs are dead.
They're coming back for me. They've had a taste, and they're coming back for me.
Sir, I'm gonna be so real. Don't nobody give a shit about you.
I only took their side because they fed me.
Oh, big boy, you are so stupid.
Well, at least Sokka's honest. I appreciate that about him. Oh no, they've learned to stay in place when you blow wind at them. They've evolved. Oh, they're so gross. They're so nasty. And the way that they snarl. Oh, and the twitching. Make it stop. Make it stop. Oh, Slay Katara. The angle on that was so good.
A few moments later.
Oh, now you running through the water, you dick. Not Aang being smart. Aang's like, pay attention to me. Pay attention. Okay, yeah, this is a clever solution. Although I would absolutely fuck this up. I do like the detail of the tribes working together to pull this off. That's a cute touch. I appreciate that.
Now follow me. We're riding out of this hole.
I can't believe we turned the canyon spiders into fucking taxis. The Avatar equivalent of a horse-drawn carriage. It's frightening. Yeah, I think I prefer travel by Appa, thanks. I think he broke another rib. And Aang just threw the ribs off the cliff. Oh, okay. The little Avatar theme playing there was really cute.
Too bad we can't rewrite history.
Of course, it's the Ganjins that are like, well, let's go back to fighting. God, they suck. I am absolutely Team Zhang.
I might not look it, but I'm 112 years old. I was there 100 years ago on the day you're talking about.
Okay, lie or truth, this is very clever. This is a very clever way for Aang to resolve the conflict.
They were brothers. Twins, in fact.
Okay, see, that explains the weird name thing. Although, personally, I feel like if you were a set of twins and you got inverse names like that, me personally, I'd be pissed. And then I'd immediately be like, I am the alpha.
They were just playing a game. The sacred orb from the legend? That was the ball.
The little cutesy art style to not only unify them, but also, like, show how, like, juvenile this all is. That's cute. Oh my god, a panda! I love pandas. Although I'm like, baby, how did you go out of bounds? I feel like you had to try to fuck that up, darling.
You're saying the sacred orb was actually a sacred ball?
Nope, just a regular ball.
You see, actually, your culture is based on a stupid children's game, you morons. I think that's probably the most yikesiest thing. It's like, sure, you trying to resolve the conflict is nice and all, but like, must you make light of these people's histories and cultures? That feels a little bit oof, Aang, a little bit. Then again, it might be true. I don't know. The airbenders were pretty silly themselves.
Good to see you, boy. Did you miss me?
No.
Yeah, where the fuck were you, Appa? Just chilling at the gas station with the old people? I wonder if any of them, like, played chess with Appa. How would that work?
Let us travel to the Earth Kingdom capital as one tribe.
I'm assuming that they never made it, considering we never see them again. Or maybe the writers thought if they did that their fans would murder them.
I'm going to. I'm sick of this place.
Or you could call it lying.
What?
I made the whole thing up.
Yeah, I think people also had an issue with Aang lying about it. Although, I don't mind it. Because, like, it's not like it hurts anybody. I feel like if you're trying to resolve that conflict between them, I feel like that does kind of take priority. Just a smidge. And I mean, like, none of you care about what happens to them anyhow. So, like, don't tell me you give a shit about the importance of their cultures. You don't. I don't. No one does. Aang certainly doesn't. You know, that was a cute episode. It was very, very simple, very basic lesson. Don't be a dick to other people. Sometimes cultural misunderstandings happen and you hate people for no good reason. And you know, that's stupid. That's very dumb. I don't know. I thought it was cute. Not terrible by any means. Like people talk about this episode and they're like, this episode killed my family. This episode sent a plague onto our houses and burned all our crops. And I'm like, did it though? Did it? Because like, let me tell you, I'd rather rewatch this episode than fucking any episode of RWBY. And that's the truth, unlike what Aang said. Die mad. And now we move on to quite possibly one of the most beloved episodes of the show, one of the best episodes, maybe even the best of the season, The Storm. Can we just talk about how funny it is because of how everything has been set up? We have like the least good episode followed by one of the goodest episodes. I just find that kind of funny. This episode is sponsored by Duality. This one's a real emotional doozy because we get to get into Aang's backstory as well as Zuko's. Learn a bit about what drives them both and see the parallels between them. I just really, really love this episode for the way that it gets you to much better understand these characters that you're already invested in. I think the key is you already care about these characters, especially Aang. And Zuko, you're kind of invested in as an antagonist, but you're also just kind of like, what's your deal? What's up with you? And now we get to learn about what's driving them both now that we're invested. I feel like if we had gotten this right off the bat, it would have been like way too much at one time, but also we weren't made to wait like years for this. You know, it's the perfect amount, I feel. Especially because this is basically like halfway through book 1. I think this is the perfect time to be like, now here's some trauma, children. What is Avatar if not the story of traumatized children trying to save a traumatized world? Water, earth, fire, air. Guardians unite. The 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when trauma attacked. Ain't that the story of it all? Oh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for the trauma. Take a shot every time I say trauma. Don't. Please don't. No. I don't want to be responsible for that. I mean, you can take a shot of water, I guess.
Why didn't you tell us you were the Avatar? I never wanted to be.
Oh, and priming us with the previously on about Aang not wanting to be the Avatar. And Zuko's shit. Pain and suffering.
Have you forgotten what happened last time you dueled the master?
I will never forget.
I'm in danger.
Not them ending on the scar and the last time he faced the master, and we will see it. Why are you doing this to me, show? Why are you doing this? Oh, good. We get to start on a nightmare. Wonderful.
We need you, Aang. I need you too.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
Okay, Appa just waving the limbs all silly is adorable. Oh, okay. Giant Momo. Okay. Sokka on the glider, though, is real cute, actually. Imagine when airbending comes back, like, he gets to be one of the new airbenders. That'd be cute. He would fucking hate it. He'd be like, no, I'm not being a vegetarian. Absolutely not.
Gyatso?
Why did you disappear?
Oh, not him dissolving into smoke and dark storm clouds. Oh.
We need you, Aang. We need you. We need you, Aang. We need you.
Yeah, no pressure. No pressure whatsoever. Not the vision of the Fire Lord as he wakes up.
What was that?
What's going on? Did we get captured again?
You seem to be having a lot of nightmares lately. You want to tell me about it? I think I just need some rest.
Wait, he doesn't have a sleeping bag. Has he not been using a sleeping bag? Because of the nightmares or something?
You guys want to hear about my dream? That's okay. I didn't want to talk about it anyway.
I would love to hear about your dream, Sokka. I assume that he dreamed of ribs and steak.
Well, sorta, kinda.
Oh, we get to hear about the dream, yay.
Food eats people.
That sounds like a movie that actually would be produced nowadays. I feel like there is actually a movie where like turkeys get revenge on humans for Thanksgiving. I assume it's terrible.
Also, Momo could talk. You said some very unkind things.
And that's an ugly, pimply bitch!
Look at those clear skies, buddy. Should be some smooth flying.
There is a storm coming. A big one.
You're out of your mind, Uncle. The weather's perfect. There's not a cloud in sight.
Yeah, no, Iroh, I'm with Iroh. I don't know what it is, but as you get older, your body weirdly gets more in tune with the weather. Okay, yeah, I'm not in my 30s yet, but look, when it's nasty outside, my bones scream and ache, okay?
The safety of the crew doesn't matter.
Okay, James.
I do like that we're also humanizing the crew because of like, we're acknowledging how Zuko has treated them not very well. It's acknowledging all the little ways Zuko has become very antisocial.
It's perfect, I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna lie, this would be me, like being overly paranoid about what food is good and what food is not. I remember as a kid, it was really difficult for me to enjoy fruit because I just couldn't get behind the idea of having to like get the skin off of a fruit. I would always be like, but am I doing it right? Am I fucking it up? It was I hated it.
My joints say there's going to be a storm.
Maybe we should find some shelter?
Are you kidding? Shelter from what?
Shelter from our trauma, dear boy. Look, when all these old people are talking about storms, listen.
Cause I ain't coming.
Then I'll find a new fish hauler and pay him double what you get.
Okay, but double $2 is just $4, so.
And he's paying double.
Double? Who told you that nonsense?
Oh, never mind. He's a lying liar. Okay, or he has dementia. Oh, holy shit. Oh, God.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Have you ever just looked at ominous clouds on the horizon and just gone, oh no? Also unlocking another trauma of mine. I used to be terrified of storms when I was a kid, especially like hail and tornadoes. I was always terrified of a tornado sweeping through and like destroying my home. How did I enjoy The Wizard of Oz as much as I did?
What should I expect from a spoiled prince?
Oh no, not an Agni Kai right here and now. Can I just say I love the ashy gray of the clouds? It's really helping to just like make the mood more somber and tense. It's like all the color is starting to like go away.
I don't need your help keeping order on my ship.
Oh, I was just trying to help and Zuko's just like, no. My mission. And the fact also his mission is leading him into this horrifying storm. Metaphors, visual storytelling. Why am I like this?
Well, I'll be a hog monkey's uncle. You're the Avatar, ain't you?
A hog monkey's uncle? No wonder you're so frightening. Oh no, Aang is about to be bullied by an old man with dementia.
The Avatar disappeared for 100 years. You turned your back on the world.
Oh, good trauma. I love Katara being so defensive, but like, this is not what Aang needs.
Aang is the bravest person I know. He has done nothing but help people and save lives since I met him. It's not his fault he disappeared, right, Aang?
But Aang's like, no, he's right, because he blames himself.
That's right. Keep flying.
You're a horrible old man.
No, I'm gonna cry. Honestly, if I were Katara, I'd waterbend him off the dock in anger.
Appa, yip yip.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, Katara is a real one, though. Oh, Sokka. I'm going to give him a pass. He wasn't present for the bullying. I like to imagine if he heard it, he'd beat the old man to death. He'd be like, that's my little brother you're talking about. My adoptive little brother.
I'm sorry for running away.
Oh, and the downpour, the dark colors. Oh, it's so... The visuals always do such a great job, like, reflecting the emotions of the characters and the mood.
Well, it's kind of a long story.
I mean, what else is storytelling but a long story? Look, that sounded more amazing in my head, okay? Just focus on Appa and his weird hair. Stop bullying me. What goofy ass looking children. No matter where you are, no matter what time it is, children are always weird and annoying. Air scooters look like so much fun, but honestly, yeah, I'd be that one kid. I would fuck it up absolutely. I have like no coordination or balance. Like I'd crack my skull immediately. The fact that Aang is also the only one with his tattoos, because you know, you get your tattoos when you're a master. Immediately visually it sets him apart from the others. It's subtle, but it's there. I am wondering where all the women are. But I'm remembering the thing where it's like they separate you based on your gender in air nomad culture. I have no clue where all of the women go, though. Like, is there another temple that they live in that we don't see? Whatever.
Those were some of my favorite toys when I was little.
These items belong to Avatar's past, your own past lives.
Oh, you chose toys based on who you were in your past life. Oh, I love that. It's like a faint memory of who you used to be.
Normally, we would have told you of your identity when you turned 16. But there are troubling signs. Storm clouds are gathering.
I also really love the bloom going on, like the bright light in the background. It's like that's the edge of the memory. Oh, Momo taking a nap in his lap. Oh. Poor Aang, just like, I'm just a 12-year-old boy trying to have fun. And the elders are like, war is coming and you're the only one who can save us, young child. And I'd just be like, sir, I'm 12. I have to raise my hand to go to the bathroom.
Who does Zuko think he is?
Do you really want to know?
Well, yes! I want to go into the war chamber, but the guard won't let me pass.
You're not missing anything. Trust me.
Baby Zuko. Oh, he's adorable. I love the little tuft of hair that's over his forehead. You know, even though they have their hair like tied back in the Fire Nation, the slight imperfection, I feel like it really shows that Zuko is just like subtly not living up to the standards that he's expected to.
Almost perfect. One hair out of place.
Almost isn't good enough.
Look, it's my job to notice these things. Okay, can we talk about the design of the fucking throne room? The wall of literal fucking fire between the Fire Lord and everybody else in the room, and the dragon mural behind him. It's so ominous and terrifying. It really communicates the Fire Lord's power too, and helps to visually hide what he looks like, while still providing you with a silhouette.
But the 41st is entirely new recruits. How do you expect them to defeat a powerful Earth Kingdom battalion? I don't.
Can you tell we're the evil people? But you know, it's honestly not that shocking. Any Imperial power, yeah, they will be very happy to sacrifice in order to get what they want.
What better to use as bait than fresh meat?
You can't sacrifice an entire division like that. Those soldiers love and defend our nation. How can you betray them?
I'm in danger.
Oh, Zuko. Sorry, Zuko, but standing up for what you think is right is the last thing you want to do in the Fire Nation. You know, I just randomly thought this, and this is a very minor thing, it's probably nothing, but the fact that we're talking about the evils of the Fire Nation, but the fire is also this source of warmth in Aang's scene, giving light and comfort. I don't know. I just...
Now that you're the Avatar, it's kind of an unfair advantage for whichever team you're on.
But I'm still the same. Nothing's changed. So what? I can't play?
That's the only fair way.
Oh, that's so sad, though. Aang can't even be with his friends anymore. It's further isolating him. Like, the little escapes he has for his normal life are gone. This is... my heart is breaking. Like, I understand wanting to get him ready for his destiny, but like, he needs balance.
Very interesting move, young one.
What do you mean? Hey.
Oh, Gyatso, you cheeky motherfucker. As if I wouldn't do this exact same thing.
The Avatar should be training.
Aang has already trained enough for today.
Time is short.
Yeah, if Aang has already trained, like, why can't he have some downtime? You know, it is also kind of interesting. Air nomads are all about freedom and stuff, and yet there's still so much structure here. That's kind of interesting. Maybe it's just because, you know, war is on the horizon and we will all surely die.
The Fire Lord became very angry with him.
Oh, not the fires roaring with his anger. Oh, that's horrifying. Oh, and this twist where it's like Zuko's confident to fight the general, but when he has to fight his own dad, he can't do it. Oh, that's horrible.
Zuko had spoken out against the general's plan. But by doing so in the Fire Lord's war room, it was the Fire Lord whom he had disrespected. Zuko would have to doom his own father.
Like, his dad is a monster, but like, it's the thing where it's like, but that's still your parent. You still love them and you still like don't want to hurt them, I feel. This is horrific. This is horrific. All because Zuko said, maybe we shouldn't sacrifice people's lives.
Aang needs to have freedom and fun. He needs to grow up as a normal boy.
You cannot keep protecting him from his destiny.
I understand where they're coming from, but like, I don't think Gyatso is like trying to keep Aang from his destiny. We're still trying to let Aang enjoy his childhood before it's taken away from him.
You and Aang must be separated.
Oh! And Aang was listening. Oh, this is horrible. The last tie he had to a normal life and his last friend.
They wanted to take away everything I knew and everyone I loved.
Whoa, hot cinters.
Ooh, I love that his anger is starting to get out of control in the little avatar state. I wonder if that was set up for when he uses it later in the episode so it wouldn't come out of the blue. Oh, I love that. I really love that. You know, it's really interesting how the elements will start going out of control when the character starts getting angry. Like Zuko and the Fire Lord, like having fire grow or doing the fire breath when they're pissed. Katara breaking the glacier. I don't want to be around when Toph's angry. I really don't. Oh, he left a note! Another thing Ruby Rose stole from Aang. And then he ran away and ended up in a glacier, and the rest is history, as they say. I really also like the fact that it was his choice to leave. And now we're seeing the consequences of that choice. You know, it still lets Aang, have agency even as he's running away.
You're being too hard on yourself. Even if you did run away, I think it was meant to be. If you had stayed, you would have been killed along with all the other airbenders.
You don't know that.
You were a baby! And I'm kind of with Katara. Like, think about it. If he had stayed, there was no way that he would have survived that attack. I wonder if that's why the Fire Nation moved on to the Water Tribes, because they were like, we wiped out the airbenders. Avatar goes to water next. We gotta wipe them out too. I just appreciate the kindness and the understanding Katara has.
Rise and fight, Prince Zuko.
I won't fight you.
Okay, having his dark silhouette with the bright bloom behind him is very frightening. I do also love the flame-shaped jewelry in his top knot.
You will learn respect, and suffering will be your teacher.
Not suffering will be your teacher. Mark Hamill, no! Oh, hi, Azula. I see you enjoying it, and along with Zhao.
I looked away.
The fact that she grinned like that as her brother got frickin'... Oh, vile. This is horrible. Him crying out in pain. Oh my god. All because he didn't want to fight his own dad. It just... Lord almighty. Also really shows you our big bad is very scary. Kind of a fucking monster, guys. And not even a monster in an abstract sense, because it's like a parent doing that to their own child is an unimaginable thing, but it's also not that far removed from reality, I fear.
Zuko had shown shameful weakness. As punishment, he was banished and sent to capture the Avatar.
Zuko's doing all this just because he wants things to go back to normal. He wants his old life back. It's so sad. It's so fucking sad, man.
They haven't returned. They should have been back by now. And this storm is becoming a typhoon. They're caught out at sea.
And now Aang is given a moment of action to prove that he's done running.
I'm going to find them.
I'm going with you.
I'm staying here.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that would be me. I would be like, look, I'm old. My hips will break if I move an inch. I'm gonna stay here and wait for y'all.
Where will we hit?
I don't know. Look!
The helmsman!
Oh, and now Zuko's also gonna get a moment to save the guy. To show that there is good in him. Oh, the redirecting of the lightning slays. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I'm proud of you, Zuko. Still can't fucking smile, though. Cannot smile for shit. Honestly, I've seen a lot of stories about like cruise ships caught in huge storms like this where the waves are insanely high up. It's terrifying. We're talking waves like the size of freaking skyscrapers. The ocean is a horrifying place, and I do not fuck with it. I don't know how Moana does it.
The Avatar!
What do you want to do, sir?
Let him go. We need to get this ship to safety.
Not Zuko showing growth. He's like, I do want to capture the Avatar, but that's to go home, and I cannot go home if I am dead.
I'm too young to die!
I'm not, but I still don't wanna!
Me if I live to see 80 or 90, despite the current regime. His waterbending is really improving too. That kind of slayed. Oh my god, this is tense as fuck. And the fact also it's this stormy night where they're caught in a wave. Like, talk about like a trigger for your freaking trauma, man. It's exactly like the night that he left, except now it's not just him and Appa. He's like, no, I am done failing. I'm not being sealed away for another 100 fucking years. Oh, that visual of the clouds spiraling up to the sky is gorgeous. It's like the little bit of respite in the midst of everything falling apart. I think there's a metaphor in here somewhere. but I'm too stupid to find it. Oh, and the glance. Immediately, my mind went to the next episode where he's like, do you think we could have been friends? Ow.
You owe this boy an apology.
No, for real though, he does.
I don't eat meat.
Fish ain't meat.
Okay, now I'm just thinking about all the debates about what fish are and are they meat, and I'm too tired for this fucking discussion. Fish are strange creatures, and I fear them and dislike them.
I'm here now, and I'm going to make the most of it. I don't think you're gonna have those nightmares anymore.
Oh, he still will, but maybe he'll be able to deal with them more. Like, the past is the past. We just gotta roll with what is now. And in your defense, Aang, Avatar Roku kind of left you with a bullshit hand. Personally, I blame him for a lot of these problems, but you know.
Do you hear that? It stopped raining.
Oh, that was great. That was, it's one of those episodes that age like wine. It gets so much better with every rewatch. I just really appreciate the insight it gives into both Aang and Zuko. And I think especially Zuko, it's really important to humanize him and explain why he's doing what he's doing. Because what he's doing, like trying to capture the Avatar, is reprehensible. But at the same time, it's like, I can also get it if that's the environment he was raised in. Like all he wants is for his father to not fucking hate him. Oh, just, I can't get over this scream of when it happened. Oh, that's gonna haunt me. I'm gonna go make food now and just process.